Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you haven't already for all things Scream, all things horror, and follow me on all my socials. We can get a little bit behind the scenes of some stuff and some of my personal life and all that. So, but yeah, today I want to talk about Paramount. And I don't really want this to be a little bit of a rant video, so if it becomes that, I'm sorry. But a lot of Scream fans are pissed right now with the news coming out that Neve Campbell is not returning to Scream 6. There's different reports of saying that she did have a significant role, she didn't have a significant role, but we do know what Neve Campbell is saying over here, saying that sadly I won't be making the next Scream film. I felt the offer that was presented to me did not equate to the value I have brought to the franchise. So that says it's all about finances, it's all about money. There's other sources. I really don't know what is true and what is not. Apparently there has been rumblings about that she was only going to be at the very end of Scream 6 and she was offered $2 million just to have like a cameo scene of 4 days of filming. If that's true, then I think that's a pretty reasonable offer from Paramount. If it's not true, I've heard if you watch Jamie Kennedy's channel, he has a little bit more of a scoop. This is all new news to us, but people have known about this news far before we have, at least a month in advance. Think about like when we got the reveal that that Kirby is actually, Hayden Panettiere is actually coming back to Scream 6. Maybe that's the reason why they filled that void, or maybe she was there all along, a part of the plan for Scream 6. But I really feel like that they, with this bad news coming out and rubbing a lot of Scream fans the wrong way, I feel like that Kirby, Hayden Panettiere returning should have came out after this bomb was dropped on us. Just to heal those wounds a little bit. But everyone needs to remember that Jenna Ortega's already said that Courtney Cox is coming back and Hayden Panettiere is coming back, and then we still got Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera that's going to be probably the main focal point, just like Scream 5 was. So how big of a role was Neve Campbell having in this movie? We don't know. We really do not know. From what Jamie Kennedy has said over in his channel, and I'll put a link in the video, in the description of this video for you to go back and check it out. Really interesting. Jamie Kennedy's really awesome, and he obviously does think highly of Neve Campbell and the Scream franchise, and they always do conventions together and stuff, so he knows a little bit more behind the scenes. He's not giving away too many details, but he is saying that Neve Campbell is a classy lady. She holds herself to a high standard, pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing here, but they don't want to pay her what she deserves. And from his standpoint, from what it sounds like, is that Neve Campbell actually did have a significant role. It wasn't just a cameo, it wasn't just something at the end. So maybe there was 2 or 3 different scripts floating around for this movie, just in case that who could they get back and who could they not get back. But we got to remember, Scream 5 was not Sydney's story. They are trying to move away from it, but this does show you of how much of an impact that this could be on the film. Scream 5 was very successful, and I'm sure Neve Campbell looks at that and says, hey, I want my paycheck a little bit higher here, because besides Ghostface, I am the face of Scream pretty much. Yes, with Dewey and Gail, but it's always been centered around Sidney Prescott in some way, shape, or form. And it's said that Courtney Cox even has a bigger salary than Neve Campbell. So maybe this is Neve Campbell, you know, she's getting more active. She's got some other projects in the work. She wants to be paid just like everybody else, or she wants to be paid more because she helped build this property, this franchise. And now that Paramount owns it, Paramount needs to respect her and pay her, because with her absence could make or, you know, it's not going to make the film. Her absence isn't going to make it, but it could help break the film. And if they really care about this property, I already said that Scream 6 is going to be the make or break sequel, because this is radio silence. This is what they're going to do. They said that it's going to be a more of a brutal Ghostface. They're taking some risks with this one. Obviously, not bringing Neve Campbell back, but maybe they're going to reconsider it, because now they've just delayed filming and they're getting a lot of backlash from hardcore fans, and rightfully so. But this isn't Radio Silence's fault. This is Paramount's fault. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is to set it straight. If you really want to go after somebody, quit going after Radio Silence, quit going after some of the filmmakers, go after Paramount. They are the ones that write the checks and that are being bastards and not paying her what she deserves. So maybe they're doing renegotiations. Maybe Neve Campbell made an offer or put an offer out there and said, hey, I want you to meet this, or I'm not coming back. And maybe that was way too much. But if you really look at it from what Scream 5 brought into the box office, Neve Campbell, rightfully so, should have a bigger paycheck. Doesn't matter if it's a cameo, doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes, an hour of filming into the movie, because you know that whenever they start marketing Scream 6, they're gonna show Sidney Prescott, whether how big her role is or not big. You know, so they're gonna market after her. So she wants to get paid for that. Her face, her presence in the movie, her character, it is what makes Scream, and people are coming back to see our final girl. Just like Jamie Lee Curtis for the Halloween films. You know, they did this 3-movie arc with David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. And she already made a deal with all 3 of the movies, so it really doesn't matter how many times they use her. You know, I'm pretty sure all the details are in the contract. But you know, look at Halloween Kills, where Jamie Lee Curtis took more of a back seat. You know, even if our main final girl takes a back seat, they're still going to market the movie with her, because she is who we expect. And now with the absence of Dewey dying in Scream 5, this fucking sucks. Okay, and Paramount, pay what you gotta pay for Neve Campbell to get back, because you know this movie's gonna make money. You know, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint and say that her scene isn't as significant to the story, and we really can do it without her, well, this should be, you know, this should be the practice grounds right now of showing that, hey, this could be detrimental to the actual overall movie. And depending on the returns of Scream 6, we'll prove that. You know, we might actually still get a good Scream movie, but we are going to have the absence of Neve Campbell and David Arquette. And honestly, that's the heart and soul of the entire franchise. That's what I'm saying, people, is that Dewey was the heart and soul. Neve Campbell is our innocent final girl, survivalist, fighter, and one of the best female actresses on horror cinema, on cinema period. She's one of the best final girls ever, and I don't care what you say. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson have created this character, and you know, Neve Campbell doesn't own the character of Sidney Prescott. I get that. She's coming to play a role, but this is her role, and she did help build this franchise, and Paramount needs to respect that. Because when you start disrespecting your hardcore, your main core of your film, and you start disrespecting the fans and everything that came before it, you want to respect Wes Craven, you want to respect all the work and all that kind of stuff. Well, respect the actors as well. You know, you already ripped our hearts out with David Arquette. Now I bet they wish they could go back to the writing board and retcon some of the stuff that they've done, because they weren't expecting this. Because if we weren't going to get Neve Campbell, I would have loved to still have Dewey. I would still love to have David Arquette. But now it's like, what else are they going to do? What else are they going to rip our hearts out with? And that's the thing with the Scream franchise, is that they get rid of a lot of our own our favorite characters. And maybe in the script they had it to where Neve Campbell or Sidney Prescott was going to actually get killed, and maybe Neve Campbell didn't agree with that because she does not want her character to ever get killed. So maybe that's why she turned it down. You know, I don't know. I don't. All of this is speculation, but I do know that no matter how big her role is and how small her role is, it's going to affect the movie's return. It's going to affect the movie, the overall everything, if they don't find a way to get her back. And if they can't get her back for Scream 6, if the rumors are right that they've delayed filming because they're trying to get negotiations or whatever back on track, or they're trying to get Neve Campbell back, then if they can't get her back, then I honestly think that it all depends on the return of Scream 6. It really does, because if she doesn't come back for Scream 6, then I really think that they're going to pay Neve Campbell, meet her demands. They're going to meet her demands, and they're going to give her what she wants, and then they're going to market Scream 7 as the return of Sidney Prescott here for the finale or whatever, and they're going to market it that way. But they are definitely taking some risks, and I don't know if there's some good ones, because this does not set well with a lot of us. And they need to look at Neve Campbell. Neve Campbell has some other projects right now. She's working with Netflix with The Lincoln Lawyer. I've been watching some of it. Beautiful actress, beautiful performances. Like she holds herself professionally, and that's what she is. She's not one of these fly-by-night final girls. She is the ultimate final girl. Okay, she is one of the best in cinema. So respect that. Respect it, but quit blaming radio silence. Quit blaming everybody else. Tweet the hell out of Paramount. Let them know what you think. Just give them hell, because Neve Campbell deserves her payday. Okay, don't want to go too much into a rant, but I do want to make this video and set the record straight who you should be directing your frustrations with. Not radio silence. They don't write the checks. It is Paramount. So yeah. So guys, what do you think about this? Is this going to make it to where you want to still see the film, or are you just like you're done? You're like, no, this is it. They're not respecting Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott, the character. It's not even going to be in the movie, so I'm not even bothered. Does that bring your excitement for the film down some notches, or are you still just kind of like optimistic and you still think that you're still got hope into it? I still want to see the movie, I do, but my excitement, I have to admit, is down a few notches. It's not. It makes me look at the whole overall story. Like, if they don't bring a banger, if they don't bring this home, and if it's not up to the par of our Sidney Prescott story and all that kind of stuff, they're just gonna fall flat on their face. So yeah, this is a big risk. So let's see this train wreck, or let's see this great outcome of what maybe they got a great vision going on here. But it's going to be kind of hard to top this. It's going to be kind of hard to top Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson's vision and this character. A lot of us did not think that Melissa Barrera really brought her A game in Scream 5, but a lot of people say she was medicated and all this kind of stuff, so her emotions were kind of held back. Jenna Ortega did, so maybe that's our actual final girl. Not sure, but we will see March 31st, 2023. So yeah, just want to make this video. I'll put a couple of videos down in the description below, referring to some of the sources that I have. And yeah, subscribe to Destination Station, like this video, follow me on all my socials, and thank you for clicking on my face. For all things horror and all things Scream, consider subscribing. All right, guys, and like this video. It helps it out a lot. See you guys when I see you guys. Peace.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah.